Hello everybody, and a big welcome back to my YouTube channel, Skipping Stitches. I'm Megan and I am thrilled to have you here with me today to chat about sewing, dressmaking, indie pattern companies. Along the way there may be a little bit of unboxing, who knows. So yeah, thanks again for being here and let's get started. So before I start today's vlog, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who has followed along and subscribed since I launched this channel last week. I have been totally blown away by the support. It's been amazing, more than I ever could have expected. My teenagers have helped keep me grounded by telling me that my first few vlogs would have probably 1 or 2 followers. So to see so many of you joining in and encouraging me it's just meant the world. So thank you, really, from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot. Yeah, so again, if you enjoy my content, if you enjoy what I'm talking to you about today, feel free to leave comments. I'll try and get back to you as often as I can. Although judging by the amount of comments last time, it may take me a bit of time because you are all so involved, which was amazing. So yeah, thumbs up and subscribes would be much appreciated. Today I am planning to talk to you about this beautiful top that I'm wearing. So I posted on my Instagram the other day about this little top, and I thought I'd just go into a little bit more detail about the general process of constructing it and also working with this type of fabric. Because there is a lot of it around at the minute. It seems to be quite an on-trend thing. Broderie anglaise, embroidered eyelet, cottons, that kind of thing, and border print fabrics as well, which this one kind of is. So it's a cotton. It's 100% cotton, and this is some of it here. It's a really beautiful sky blue colour, and it's got these embroidered flowers all over it, with little holes, little eyelets, and it has a scalloped border, which I can't show you on this leftover piece of fabric because I've used up all the border, but I'll show you on this top that I'm wearing. Hopefully you can see this gorgeous scallop detail around the bottom. So the top that I'm actually wearing is the Matchy Sewing Club champagne field top. Have to think there. I'll pop a picture up so you can see it. Matchy seem to be a pattern company that are relatively new. Well, they're relatively new to me, and they are producing lots of patterns that are very simple to follow, very beginner friendly, but they're just really cool designs. They're lovely. Like they're all quite easy fitting. I haven't seen any with any complicated fasteners or anything like that. So like this one, for example, you just pull over your head. It's got a bound neckline. I've also got the archer work pants and the apron pocket pants, trousers, elasticated waist, pull on trousers, loose fitting, but just the shape and everything are really cool and on trend. So I think there'll be something for everybody in their range. I actually bought the pattern after I bought the fabric. So I bought this beautiful fabric in February time when I went to a Valentine's event at Guthrie and Garney. So yeah, that was at the beginning of February, and I didn't actually know what I was going to make with it. Initially I was thinking a puff sleeve blouse, so we're not too far off that kind of vibe. But the more I thought about it, the more I thought, you know, I need something that's going to show off this beautiful scalloped hem, and I wanted something that had a bound neckline so that I didn't have to put facings and things. I didn't want anything showing through the holes. So when I saw the matchy pattern, I'd seen a few people wearing it recently. It was in the fabric Godmother Dream Wardrobe, and it looked absolutely stunning in that fabric. It was their palm trees embroidered fabric, and I thought it gave me kind of the inspiration to try this out. So I decided to get the pattern and go for it. Now, the idea initially was to use the scallop for the arms and for the hem. Like I said, I've already used it for the hem, which I love. But when I first did the sleeves and tried it on, I felt felt like I looked a bit like Tinkerbell or something. It was just too much puff and frill going on for me. And that's some people's vibe, but it was just too much for me. I'll try and put a photo in so you can see it, and maybe you'll get the idea of what I wasn't liking. So I wasn't sure what to do. There is an option in this pattern for a butterfly ruffle sleeve, which I really nearly did before I put the big sleeve on. Kind of wish I had, actually, because I think I would have preferred that look, but I didn't, and I'd already overlocked these sleeves in place. So I decided to cut off the frill at the bottom and then just do a really simple hem. So I've turned it under twice by I think a centimetre and a half. So it's ended up that the sleeves are probably a couple of centimetres shorter than intended, but I quite like them. I mean, they're pretty full, and you know, there's loads of gathers in this pattern. If you don't like gathers, this might not be the one for you. You've got gathers at the bust and at the back and on the sleeves. So yeah, so I've ended up with this short bell sleeve, which I think works really well. And then, as I said, I've got the scallop at the bottom, and I think it, for me anyway, it's a bit more balanced that way. The pattern was really easy to follow, really simple. Like I said earlier, definitely beginner friendly, and I think just a really nice everyday top, really. So with this particular cotton fabric, the scallop design runs along the selvage, parallel to the selvage. So when you're cutting out, you do have to bear that in mind. And you may need to get slightly more fabric in order to accommodate your pattern. I didn't have to in this one. I had more than enough fabric left over. But you do have to take into account that if you're using the embroidered section as your hem, you aren't going to be turning it up. So you need to take the amount that you would normally use for the hem. So in this case, the hem was 1.5 inches. So I had to remove that 1.5 inches from the bodice. Otherwise it would have ended up being too long. And that's the same for the sleeves. It was 1.25 inches for the sleeves. So I removed 1.25 inches from the sleeve length, and that allowed me to take into account the border. Obviously on the sleeves I ended up taking that off, which is why they're shorter, but you get the gist. And while I'm here, I just thought I'd quickly tell you about my sewing plans for the upcoming weeks. I do have a few things that I'll share with you. I recently talked about a little capsule wardrobe that I had made for the summer. It was partly intentional, partly accidental, but I have got a preference for certain colours, and it just so happened that a lot of the garments I've been making all went together really well and worked as a capsule wardrobe. And over the last few weeks, that's just been so useful, especially going on holiday, because it means you can pack a bit more lightly because everything you take works with one another. So keeping that in mind, I'm kind of gonna try and move forward with that. So the ones that I shared recently over on my Instagram were all in shades of sort of pinks, berries and whites, which are colours that I wear all the time. And so this time I'm kind of going more with a blue vibe, which are also colours that I wear a lot. I made some wide legs trousers recently, some saguaro trousers in this white ramie linen, and they're brilliant. I love them, and we'll be wearing those a lot. And because they're white, they already go with a lot of things that were in my pink and white capsule wardrobe. But I've also got some of this stunning lapis blue linen that I got from Guthrie and Garney recently. It's really just such a gorgeous colour. I love it. And it goes perfectly with the white. It's got those kind of summer holiday vibes. These colours that, you know, like you see all over the Greek islands, aren't they? So I can't show you the other fabrics, it's not arrived yet, but I've got some patterned viscose linen coming my way that is white and this shade of blue. So the idea is I'm going to make some trousers out of this. It's either going to be the Merchant and Mills Eve, which are a TNT, tried and true pattern for me, or possibly some Emerson's, True Bias Emerson's. I think it's probably going to be the Eves, if I'm being honest. So some trousers in that. Then I've also got my white saguaros in this fabric. And then I will have some of this left over. So I'm going to make a plain maybe something like the Ashton top with the tulip sleeves. And in the patterned fabric, I'm going to make perhaps the another Ogden cami or something similar. So they'll all interchange with one another. And then I'll have another little mini capsule wardrobe. So I will talk to you more about them in my next vlog. I'll show you my progress. And then hopefully it will be that I've got 2 sort of mini capsule wardrobes going on that will see me through the summer for years to come in different colour palettes. So yeah, they're my sewing plans coming up. Hopefully, I do change my mind quite a lot, but hopefully I'm going to stick to this. You guys can hold me accountable for that. And I hope you love my top. I am going to put some pictures on my Instagram to show you the full scale look and, you know, see what it looks like in action. But I hope you love it, and I hope you give the pattern a try because it's really cute and breezy and lovely for summer. And hopefully it's given you confidence to try working with a border print fabric too. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all again soon.